told you guys we would be back, and we are. I might have to step out every once in a while, but Heather is going to show you something really awesome.
So we're finishing up some of like the desserts. So I am doing the apple pie right now. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here. So you can go ahead and flip the camera around.
All right. We've had a lot of questions lately about why are we going live so much, or what's the timing on our going live. We're doing live random this weekend, and we're doing it according to our schedule. So we are going live with all of these different things that, all these different recipes, all of the different things that we're putting together. So that's why we're going the way that we're going. So follow me over here.
No, leave that knife there because I'm going to need it. Oh.
And look right down there.
All right,
oh,
so
yeah.
we are going to put our apple pie in my cherry pie pan here.
Oh.
That's the only pie plate I got. So now you can make your own pie crust, and I have made my own pie crust, but I just don't have time for that right now. So this is actually a
hang on a second, let me get this out of the way.
And what I do with mine, because sometimes your dishes are kind of deep, is I take two pie crusts, I put some water in between, and I stack them on top of each other, and then roll them out to about 1/4 of an inch again. So that way I know I've got plenty of thickness, I've got enough hanging over the edge so that I can do my pie. So what I'm doing is you're going to fold it over, and then kind of fold it again, and then move it over and kind of center it in your pan. Just like that. Alright.
You can hear Gina in the background drinking her water in her water dish.
So you just want to move it around, make sure you don't have any holes in it, and just kind of push it down in, and you're going to want to trim off the excess. Okay, so we'll just take our knife here, and if you want, honey, I'll show them, because you kind of have to do this with it up.
Okay.
And so you're just going to kind of trim off any
okay.
where it's like super long on the edges.
Hi, Mindy.
So we're just, and yes, I know I'm cutting towards myself, and you should.
Hi, Elegant Homestead.
You should never do that, but this is just, I'm left-handed, and this is just how I roll.
It's not their pie.
It's not their pie.
It's our pie.
So, well, there with that part. So, like I said, I'm just kind of getting that excess off here. And you can use like these edges to actually make some really pretty decorations on your pie if you want to. So,
my Scoutmaster would not like you cutting towards yourself.
I know. I got to get that there. So,
but that's okay, because it's not his pie either.
It actually is Jack's pie.
But it's not his Scoutmaster's pie.
No, it's not his Scoutmaster's pie. This is this.
Hi, Tim.
I'm making apple pie for Jack because Jack.
Branscombe Farm, how are you?
Jack really gets his own, the pie that he likes. All right, so now we're going to make our filling, and this is going to be super easy. So the first thing I've got, now most pie recipes call for 6 to 7 apples. I always do 8. I always put 1 more apple in because your pie will settle and then kind of be kind of flat. I don't want that. So we're going to start with our, I believe this is about 3 tablespoons of flour. And so we're going to put our flour in here, and we're going to just mix it by hand, because I find that mixing it by hand is the easiest way to do this.
And that's just the flour, right?
Yeah. So that flour is going to help give you that kind of...
What's that?
This is lemon juice. This is to keep your apples from turning brown. So that flour is just going to give it kind of that thickness.
Today we're using regular apples, guys. We had another video about Thrive apples. We did a Thrive apple crisp pie. This is a little different. We're using green Granny Smith apples.
Yeah. Actually, the best pies, this is a 1/2 cup of white sugar. The best pies are made with different kinds of apples. I used to tell my kids all the time, I was like, apples in pies are like people. Like, once you take the skin off an apple,
hi, Christy.
You can't tell what color an apple is, but the best pies are a mixture of all kinds of apples. So I said, and that's how God made us. He made us to work well all together. It doesn't matter what the outside is. We just work well together, and that's how He made us. So we're just going to keep mixing these up. Now I use brown sugar just because I feel like brown sugar has a lot more flavor in it than just plain white sugar does.
Oh yeah.
So we're just gonna mix those. All right, so now these are my spices.
Yes, Granny Smith are just as good.
Yeah. This is cinnamon, ginger, and nutmeg, and I have a teaspoon of cinnamon, a quarter of a teaspoon of the nutmeg and ginger. I just kind of eyeball it.
Can I keep going, babe? But I want to say thank you to Danny69. I hope you guys will check out, if you're a guy and you wrestle with dry skin, I hope you'll check out the video I went live with earlier. Danny, thank you for sending me that information from Ken Berry about ways to help with eczema.
Okay.
Appreciate that.
So now we've got your, oops, apples. The dog just got an apple.
Oh, well, hey, there's worse things.
Our apples are all coated. I probably could have used a bigger bowl for this, but.
That's right. The Goin Batty boys are present.
You don't have a whole lot of like juice in this, and that's good because juice will make your crust too soggy. So.
And the juice comes. It comes later.
It does. And so we're gonna pour our apples into our pie crust.
That's a lot of apples.
It is a lot of apples, but they do cook down. So.
They do. Don't be afraid of how many apples that is. Those apples will reduce.
So we're going to push them down in. And then
I'm going to get a little closer to the action, folks.
Now, I have another pie crust, but it looks like I'm probably going to have to do the same thing where I roll out the pie crust with another one on top of it. So it's thick enough to cover all those apples.
Awesome. It looks great so far. You got any questions so far about Heather's cooking? Feel free to ask, and we'll put it in front of her. And if you guys want to, head off to down to the comments section below and just make your comments about suggestions you might have about what you're doing
Jack, go ahead
for
and give me the
pies
other
and
crust
desserts.
I think that would be good as like mini pies, like something like Pop-Tart pastry things.
See that right there?
Thank you very much, Danny69.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double this up.
Okay.
Again. Just because, like I said, they make these, I think, exactly 4 9-inch pies, or maybe even 8-inch. And I know that mine is at least a 9-inch deep dish pie shelf.
All right, pause for a second. We need to know the spices that you used one more time.
Okay, it was a teaspoon of cinnamon, about a 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg and ginger. Like, you can kind of eyeball it. If you like more cinnamon in yours,
hey,
go
boys,
ahead, because sometimes
I need an extension cord plugged
mine's
in.
about like
And hand
it's
it to
about
me.
that much. I don't really usually measure that much, but most recipes that's
Your
close
mom's
to
charger.
what they do. Is about like a teaspoon, and then not so much of your, like, I call them the second fiddle players. Like
Second fiddle players.
Yeah, your ginger and nutmeg. Usually it's cinnamon is the big guy. So I'm just putting a little bit of water on here. And Jack, I want you to get an egg out.
Make sure this is plugged in, guys.
And
'Cause it's not.
crack it in a bowl before we
Jack, Miles, make sure plug it into a different one. It
because
doesn't
we're
seem
going
to
to
be
do an
working.
egg wash on the top. So see here, now I've got it where it's double thickness, and so now I'm going to roll it back out again, so it's just 1 thickness. And you want about a 1/4 inch. And if you don't have a ruler, actually another really good thing to use to see if you've got like usually it's around the edges that you can measure it, is if you have one of those things that tells you the headspace that in your jars when you
Miles, don't do that. Push that back
set it
in.
right on the edge, and it'll tell you if you've got like
do that.
a 1/4 inch. And like I said, this rolling pin I like better because my dough comes out way more even because the pressure is constant on each side.
You said you wanted it like an egg wash, right?
Yes, I'm doing an egg wash.
Cool.
So, here we go. Now, where's my go? It is important with pie that if you can either do lattice, which I'm not going to do.
Mindy Hoffman would like to know when she gets to taste it.
When she comes over.
I bet she's probably cooking a lot.
I bet she is.
Yeah.
Too. Your pie has to have vent holes in it, and you can cut the vent holes after, but I wouldn't do that because it's just harder. Oh, I forgot something. Miles, where's our butter?
Butter.
Where's that? I don't have enough.
We have more butter.
You want to take little dots of butter
Oh.
and put them in your pie. This is about a tablespoon. you can use more, but that will help give it kind of a, you're feeling kind of a creaminess.
Hey, come on this side of the cord so you don't bump it.
Okay.
Thank you.
And so we just put little bits of butter in here.
Mm-hmm.
And that'll just help it. And then you wipe your hand on your apron, because that's what it's for. Oh, I forgot. All right, so you're gonna put your bit holes in it. So you just, I kind of do it. Gina, go away, stop licking my apron. I wrote white butter on my apron and the dog's trying to lick it now. All right, so I do it kind of in a star shape here. That way I can get straight lines if it's on the table. Okay. And then I fold it back up. And then we're gonna put it on top of our pie, just like that. And so that way it gives me enough of an edge to seal it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some water and run it along the edge of the pie crust. So that way it seals it down. And I'm just gonna use this water here that I used with.
She's watching and cooking. And Tim says he's on his way over from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Careful driving, Tim.
Yes, be careful.
And bring your family and Alicia with you.
Because they're probably going to hit snow because they'll probably come through, like, New York and stuff like that.
Yep. So what do you, is that butter or what?
This is water. I'm sealing the edge of my crust.
Okay.
And so I'm just kind of pushing it.
Gotcha.
Pushing it down. And then again, we'll go and we'll take the knife and we'll cut off any excess.
And you doubled up on crust.
I did. Like I said, oh Lord, this thing's heavy.
Oh, hang on, I can't get it. I got to get up
Okay,
here.
So, actually, you know what? This is where the scissors come in quite handy.
Hold on a second, guys. We'll get organized. I gotta raise this up so we can get that shot of Heather cutting that off. La, 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 la. There we go. All right, ready.
Okay, so
There you go.
I've got it now, and you kind of want them even with each other.
Hi, Joyce. Hi, Adeline. She's using scissors this time.
Yeah, I'm using scissors this time. Now, you can take, like I said,
Jack, no.
with the pie crust, you can make like little decorative leaves. You can do stuff like that, or you can do what my mom did and make things that she used to call elephant ears. And she would take the leftover pie crust, roll it back out, sprinkle it with cinnamon sugar, and then bake it on a cookie sheet. And that was awesome.
That's the leftover stuff she's talking about.
Yeah.
And she'll cook that and the kids will eat it. It'll be great.
It's amazing.
Okay, so now we got that. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna flute the edge.
Oh man, she disappeared, everybody.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
We're gonna flute the edge.
The apple will cook down, Adeline.
Yeah. It looks really big now, but that apple does cook down. And
Stop
so
playing with it.
I'm just making sure everything is crimped together really well. So if you've never crimped the edge of a pie, this is how you do it. So you stick your finger, one finger here where you just crimped, your thumb here, and then you just push it like that. And that's how you get that crimped edge on your pie.
Yeah, it looks awesome.
You can do it with a fork. You can do it, like I said, you can do a lattice one and not crimp the edges.
This pie looks amazing. Jack's gonna be one happy boy.
I can feel the happiness squirting out. I'm already a happy boy just looking at it.
And it's my crimping is never like perfect, but you know, who wants perfect pie? It's better than the last crust I did. The crust fell, it was completely off the edge.
Yeah.
So
We always called them medallions. Still love them, even though I'm a big kid now.
That must be the pieces of pie crust that
Yeah.
you bake off.
Yeah. We're getting some thumbs up. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate your thumb-upism, thumbicizing. Maybe I should stop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe you should.
Ooh, pie. Thanks, Thomas. He's like, pie. Bildugens.
Okay.
Bildugens. Bildugens.
All right, so there we go. That's our pie all put together.
That looks good.
Yeah. And so this is our egg wash. And you want to do that because it'll give your pie a nice golden color on the top.
Hey, honey, what's it got in it, egg wash?
An egg and about a tablespoon of water.
I didn't put any water.
We are actually having 2 Thanksgivings, believe it or not. The first one is going to be traditional. It's going to be at my mom's house. We're having turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, stuffing, a whole bunch of really good food. But then on Sunday, we're going to Heather's mom's house where we're having sausage burgers. And they're basically sausage patties with hamburger fixins. And they're amazing, and it's going to be amazing. And we're going to help put up her mom's Christmas tree.
Yep.
Have I ever told you how much I love apple?
So you're going to want to put it on the edges that you crimped so that it gets nice and brown too. Okay. And then we're going to take, this is like sparkling sugar. You find this usually where you find cookies.
Wait, yeah, hold it up so we can see it.
Hold on, let me take the lid off. Okay. So this is sparkling sugar. You find it usually with cookies. It's the white kind, but it just makes it pretty.
Sparkling sugar.
It's just for the pretty.
Okay, guys, here's the thing. There's no hamburger in those sausage burgers. It's just plain sausage, big, giant, hamburger-sized sausage. It's amazing. It's the breakfast sausage put in hamburger form with no ground beef mixed in.
Okay. So
Found in the baking aisle. That's right.
Yep.
And you can find it on Amazon too.
Okay, so this is our pie ready to go. Get more on this side. But yeah, this is just to make.
Let me get a closer look on that, babe, because
yeah,
from the distance it's harder to see the sugary goodness. Not homemade sausage.
No, I haven't tried that yet.
That's a step in the right
So
direction.
let me move all this stuff away so you can get a good shot of that.
That's pre-pie.
Yeah, that's
Could you use crystallized Thrive honey?
You know.
That's a good question.
You might be able to.
I don't see why not.
But you know, you probably could.
I don't see why not.
So,
it might color it a little differently. It's going to caramelize it.
A little more caramely taste to it.
Yeah.
So I use the honey crystals in my coffee, and it makes it taste like a caramel macchiato. So
yeah.
All right. So this is going to go into 375-degree oven, and I actually do have enough time to bake it before we have to go someplace else.
But we're not going to hold you guys up. We're going to end. We're going to end after she puts it in the oven, and then we'll show you on Instagram how it turned out. So that means you got to go to Instagram to see the end results.
Yeah. Feed the pie.
Yep. Check out our Instagram page.
Okay.
So I'll follow you over. Here we go.
Here we go.
All right. There it goes. Into the oven it goes for how long again?
We're going to start at about 25 minutes.
25 minutes.
And
all right.
Because of the extra apples, boys, because of the extra apples, it may have to go a little longer. But so we're just started at that. And then I still have. I'm not done yet. I still have to. I got to brown the sausage for the stuffing and do all the vegetables that go in the stuffing, and then that'll be ready for tomorrow. So that's pretty much my last thing I have to do.
You're a busy lady.
Yeah, so we're not gonna film that.
What time are you gonna cook the turkey tomorrow?
I'm gonna probably start about 6 o'clock in the morning.
6 o'clock in the morning.
It's a 16, almost 17-pound turkey.
We might go live.
And we're
that early.
At about 1.
Yeah.
I'm not going live at 6 o'clock in the morning. I will still be in my jammies, and I will not have my face on. So.
Well, maybe we won't record your face. We'll just record the turkey.
Okay. Well, it won't be done till like 1. So.
There you go.
All right.
Well, our dog is attacking, and so are our boys. So thank you very much for watching, you guys. Like I said, this is going to be a holiday season where we're going to come up and go live randomly so that we can show you all the things that this amazing cook is going to cook. She's fantastic, and it's not going to be polished. It's going to be live. So I hope you can handle Goin Batty, you know, Thanksgiving raw.
Sometimes I make mistakes when I go live because I can't edit
Hi, Brad.
that out. So always catch you at the ends of your shows. I noticed that. I'm like, you got us yesterday at the end too.
Well, luckily we're going random over the next 4
Yeah.
days, so at any moment we could go live. So keep us on your notifications. Make sure you hit that little bell and put the little brackets around it so that you get notifications about our weird videos. The biggest way to support our channel is to watch through the commercials.
Yep.
All right, so guys, that's apple pie and by the best cook you could ever imagine. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, talk to each other down below, and share our channel with other people. We really want to see our channel grow and continue to encourage people to get cooking. It's so fun.
It's not that hard.
It's a blast. And we love hanging out with you guys. Thanks for your time and community and all that jazz. All right, as always, more updates as we go.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. We're out of here.